Lady Master Pearl is no mere chronicle of events, but a guidebook into the light. Peter Mount Shasta has turned his autobiographical talents to this profound biography of his beloved friend and teacher, Pearl Doris. You will find love in its many manifestations and deep truth within these pages that points the way clearly forward. The example of Pearl's life will change you and open your own pathways to the light if you will allow it. This is a book of love and possibility, and even perhaps inevitability. Master Lady Pearl by Peter Mount Shasta. Chapter 29, An Inner Marriage. One day, as I was walking through Dunsmuir, a small town just south of Mount Shasta, I noticed a small curio shop I'd never seen before. Normally, I would have walked past a place like that, as there was nothing about its dingy exterior or the used item in its dirty window that I would have found appealing. However, for some reason that I can only describe as the pull of inner guidance, I found myself entering. When an elderly woman came out of the back room and asked if she could help, I said no, that I was just looking, but at that moment my eyes fell on a pair of matched rings, each with a gleaming ruby in them. When I asked how much they cost, she said $4 each. I knew that they could not possibly be real. Yet there was something magical about them, and even though I was not one to wear rings, the same force that had led me into the shop caused me to buy the pair, as they seemed to belong together. Next morning, when I saw Pearl, I still had the rings in my pocket and drew them out to show her. Suddenly, I felt the inexplicable impulse to give her one. Surprisingly, instead of holding out her hand, she extended the ring finger of her left hand. As I slid it over her finger, she then asked for the other ring, which she slid over my finger. What just happened, I wondered. I had a feeling that it was something important. But of what significance? The feeling that I was missing something increased when Pearl asked, "Don't you remember?" "Remember what?" I asked. "Never mind. You will remember when the time is right." That night, as I went to bed, I asked Saint Germain, "Please show me everything I need to know about this ring," then fell asleep. Soon I was in the retreat at the Royal Teton in Saint Germain's private audience chamber. Pearl and I were there, standing before us. He took our hands in his and said, "Peter and Pearl, my beloved students, I join you together once more in spiritual union. This is a soul connection that has been in existence for millennia. I am now renewing your association for the work you have to do together now." To buy this or any other book from Peter Mount Shasta, please go to i-am-teachings.com. That's www.i-am-teachings.com.